Hey guys, we are back. We are on round 2. Whoop, I need to change quarterfinals really quick.
Yeah, this is semifinals now, sir.
Semifinals.
And it looks like we have Edgar Markov playing, I believe it's Animar.
Yep. And Animar is a force to be reckoned with. It's Pro 2 of his colors. That's right?
Yeah.
So Pro 2 of his colors, so, you know, that's a little bit devastating. But as we saw, this deck makes a lot of black vampires.
It's only Pro 1 of his colors.
No, black and white.
Oh, black and white. Yeah, that's right. You're right. That is true. It is Pro's colors, but
Gene's going to have to go pretty wide. Animar can just combo out and then swing with one attack and finish him off. So
in fact, he did that last game.
He did.
for game 3, Skylar did go infinite with Animar and swing out, so that happened.
Animar and Ancestral Statue. It's a pretty potent combo.
I don't know anything about it, but I'm going to trust that it's great. Yeah.
Well, Ancestral Statue is a card that costs 4 colorless, and when it comes into play, you get to bounce back another creature.
And you bounce it.
Yeah, and then you bounce it, and then you just keep bouncing it.
Yeah, okay.
As long as you have, huge. As long as you have 2 counters and enough mana, you're fine.
All right, so we are having them roll to see who's going to go first for this one.
I think Gene just got a 9. I'm not sure what Skylar just got, but we'll find out the answer here pretty soon.
Looks like Gene's going first. Again, turn 1 vampire going wide this early.
Which is good.
Insane.
He's going to need to. Animar is a big force. Painland, though. Ugh. Get you those colors, but you pay for it.
You pay for it, that is true. Especially over time.
Oh, yeah. So Flinthorn Elves. We saw this a little while ago.
Yeah, we did. Although it's going to be good for Animar to get that going as soon as possible.
Lightning? Lightning strike?
That's a chain lightning.
Chain lightning. There we go. That's some good removal. Oh, and a Blood Artist. Oh, so perfect.
Getting those early is just killer.
Yep. So he's going to start putting pressure.
Yep.
He's going to get his Vampire token. So good. Now he just needs a red mana for that Chain Lightning so he can finish Animar off as soon as it's played. That's the best thing, Seriously. But the worst thing is an Animar player.
Well, and that's the up that Edgar has in this matchup. Yes, Animar has Pro 2 of his colors, but a good portion of the Edgar deck is going to have the burn to get rid of Animar early.
Unfortunately, it does look like he has the Lightning Helix in his hand too, which Animar will get around that, but the Chain Lightning is enough in this instance. Looks like he's going to turn 3 Animar because he couldn't, he didn't play a dual land first, so.
Yep. And the Flinthorn Elves only does the forest, so.
Yep. Don't waste that. Whatever you do, you're gonna need it, man. So let's see what Skylar is gonna do here.
I think he's considering what he needs to do for his turn.
He's got a green. Oh, he's passed. That's rough. I may have tried a green sun for 2.
Now it does look like Edgar's stuck on 2 lands, if I saw correctly in his hand.
So he's really hoping for the early, just get him out there, swing.
And he has no red, so it's not going to actually help him for his chain lightning or anything.
So that's a little rough. There's the colors.
But does Animar come out now is the question.
I'm sure. I would.
You would knowing what's in his hand.
Well, that's true.
All right, we do have Animar.
You have to play it. That's how the deck works. You need Animar. That's the downside, is your commander is your deck, essentially, in a lot of ways. You can still, do pretty good without it. But
definitely. Well, let's see if he can get the red. Doesn't look like it. He doesn't have any more mana. This may be devastating for the Edgar player.
He's just passing turn. Even though I can't block, I would have swung.
Well, but you're going to get a losing on that because then Animar's going to block 1, kill it. Oh, that's good. And that's the fairy that untaps.
So it looks like he's going to out-counter him already, too. So that means that Chain Lightning's not going to matter. This is pretty hard.
Well, it's only 1 counter so far.
Yeah, but there's... yeah. You know how Animar works.
I definitely know how Animar works.
Yeah, and that's a really good play as well, because that'll go find him as, something with 6 or greater converted mana cost.
Yep. Which he can actually probably get close to playing at this point.
Yeah, all he needs is to play one more guy that untaps some lands or something like that, or makes some mana, or... You know how Animar is, it'll just do it. I bet Gene's really, really wishing he would have had that red source to finish off that Animar.
Seriously. I mean, that's the struggle in a 1v1. Keeping a 2-land hand's not necessarily terrible, but it will do this to you sometimes, so...
He has the Blood Artist, which is nice, so it might help him stabilize a little bit, but really, once again, Animar can just win. Like, it looks like he's really considering his choices right here.
Well, if you get something... It's 6 or more, so...
There are a few things that I can think of.
Crater Hoof
would
looks
not
like...
be bad. It probably wouldn't be what I would have gotten, just because it's so far off, but... There are some other plays. I don't know what's in his deck, of course, so that may be his like best answer right now.
So it is not looking good for the Edgar player.
No, sure is not.
Not looking good for Gene here.
He's at 3 power, so if he doesn't play something else, maybe that Chain Lightning will work. If he top decks a land. And even then, he can just play it again next turn, so I mean, it's still not great.
But it looks like he's getting something else out.
Oh, yeah. That's a creature that bounces a creature, I believe.
It is... Not sure I would bounce that. I think I would bounce the fairy. There we go.
There we go.
Yep.
Although he doesn't have the mana to play it again right now.
Because he needs the blue.
Yep. This is a tense match. So 3 damage. Can't even block it.
Ugh. Now, Animar was just against a mono white deck, so it had the same thing going for it where it had protection from the colors.
Yeah.
And that's the concede. Getting stuck on 2 lands is not helpful when
screwed.
Animar just gets going.
Dang it. Well, not dang it. That's good for him, but bad for him. I'm rooting for everyone.
You're rooting for everyone, so you're sad for everyone.
Yeah, basically. Okay. Round 2. Fight.
Now, this is an interesting matchup because I do still think that Edgar can get going a little bit faster.
If Edgar could get a lot of vampires out, like if he was playing the same game or the same hands that he was playing last couple of games, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Animar would have been huge trouble. But, yeah.
But again, a finely tuned Animar deck is... I would say a finely tuned Animar deck is one of the most consistent decks that you're going to come across. So,
and it does really well in 1v1 until you run up against a mono red deck, and then you're just in really big trouble. It's just like, oh yeah, I'll just...
Chump it all day?
Yeah. Well, not even that. I'll just kill it.
Burn it.
I'll shock it. I'll lightning bolt it. I'll chain lightning it.
Yep.
Because that's really the only answer. You cannot let Animar get counters on him, because after that, you're just in trouble.
Yeah. Well, and the only other way, too, I can think of is maybe a mono blue, where you're bouncing and
that's true.
Taxing a lot in that way.
I do remember having some pretty favorable matchups with, like, Geist Saint Traft versus Animar. That was always fun.
Yeah.
I got the sniffles, sorry. My nose is going a little rogue on me here, so...
It is starting to get to be the fall time.
Yeah.
It's on its way.
It is. I actually really enjoy it. I like cool weather compared to
too.
hot weather. I'm kind of tired of this balmy hotness.
100% with you on that one.
Yeah. Like the other day, I just got in my car and I was just like, is this really happening right now? Like, what's going on? This is like September. Ugh.
It's been so incredibly hot, and we haven't had a ton of rain, so it just stays hot.
Well, and then we had all those forest fires up in Montana, and like all the smoke was drifting down this way. And
well, and it's still smoky down here right now, so...
It is. It's hard to... It's crazy to think Montana's so far away, and we still get their smoke. Like, what the heck?
Oh, yeah.
We don't want your secondhand smoke, Montana.
That's pretty terrible to say. We feel bad for all the people in Montana
that is very true.
that are dealing with that.
Well, it's just like all the hurricanes that are going on too. Like our hearts pour out to them.
Looks like Edgar is going to be mulliganing.
It looks like Animar should be mulliganing.
I did see a worldly tutor, so if he has a forest, then maybe not. Yeah. Knowing Animar,
that's true.
You forest worldly tutor for a Birds of Paradise, and you're pretty good so far.
That's risky.
And that does look like there's a Phyrexian Metamorph, if I do see that correctly. Obviously good in Animar for multiple reasons.
Well, he's thinking about it really hard. Can't really tell what he has in his hand very much beyond the Phyrexian Metamorph, but and the Worldly Tutor.
And the only reason I know the Worldly Tutor is because I saw it earlier.
Yeah.
But let's take it into account here, right?
Yeah.
You've got Deathrite Shaman against Ugin.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, if we're talking strictly playmats.
My bet is on Ugin, just because I like Ugin a lot, but
and he's
Deathrite
a
Shaman is a
dragon?
little bit more, I don't know, punchy.
Well, but here's the thing. Because Ugin's a spirit dragon, is he in the graveyard?
Never.
No? Because he's dead, right? So wouldn't he be in the graveyard?
Yeah, but he doesn't produce a corpse, because he's just a spirit.
That's a fair point. I was just going to say, because could Deathrite Shaman exile him? That would be pretty unfortunate.
That would be pretty unfortunate. We're talking about complete hypotheticals here, because we're talking about playmats versing each other at this point.
All right, so it looks like we're getting going. Wooded Foothills.
Weird to see that on the Edgar side instead of the... Oh, did he keep it? Oh, man, he's down to a one-lander. That's not good at all.
He had another land in hand, I believe.
Did he? I didn't see it.
I think so. I think he kept another 2-land hand. Hopefully it doesn't hurt him as much as it did that first game.
I think the Animar player's in the same boat, though. But you're right, he had...
Well, Animar is going to be fetching for a dual producer and then worldly tutoring so he can get his untap, which is going to be great for Animar. The big question is, we saw what happened to Edgar when he had 2 lands before.
Yeah. That's if he has 2 lands.
That is true.
I didn't remember seeing any. We'll see here in a second, but maybe.
And then draw for turn.
There's a land.
But he is going to play that one. That is the shock land, or the pain land.
No, he does. He has
Converting
another
Catacombs, I think. Yeah,
that's pretty good. He also has a mono red vampire in his hand, so there's that crazed Neo Knight or whatever it is. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Crazed Neo Knight.
Yeah. I kind of remember playing that card in Standard for a second. You know, back when I played Standard, but. Try MTG.
MTH.
Yeah.
Magic the houses.
MTHL something. I don't know.
I don't think that's the name of the card.
Okay.
But that's all right. You know, it's a mono red vampire, which at the very least is very good for the Edgar player.
Good against at chump blocking that Animar.
Against Animar, yeah. And even swinging you for damage.
That's true.
All right, we got 2... Ooh, a Bloom Tender. All right, so he's got the colors he needs.
Command Tower. Really good land.
Yep.
One of the best ones to find, really.
And then, let's see here. Untap. He's going straight to combat. Looks like he's going to do his land on main phase 2, so he is adding the +1/+1 counters. Verdant Catacombs. He does have another...
that's a... it's not Goblin Bombardment, but it's... sacrifice a creature and you deal 1 damage or something like that. I can't remember exactly.
That is Goblin Bombardment.
Okay, so, yeah.
I was going to let you get there, but, you know.
Who's those dudes' words?
Words. And Edgar's up to 3 mana, so that is the thing. We're getting there now.
Blood Crazed Neonate. That's why I was getting it mixed up. Yeah.
Okay. And then...
So it's a 2/1, and then it's attacks each turn if able. Whenever Blood Crazed Neonate deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on it.
Okay.
So not a bad card to have.
Not at all. It does mean that he can't block with it, but that's not too big a deal.
I'm just going to keep my phone on Innistrad, because I'm pretty sure it's going to come up again.
With all these vampires, you mean?
Yeah.
Now, he already... Bloom Tender taps for 1 of each color already,
yeah.
so that's really, really good.
if I were Gene, and that is Goblin Bombardment, I'd be sacrificing that vampire to kill that Animar.
Definitely. Can he do it in response to the trigger?
To
Yeah.
what
Yeah, he can do the response to Animar trigger. So, he definitely has that on board at any point in time. Goblin Bombardment might be the card that shuts down the Animar deck, actually. Yeah. Especially with how wide these vampires go.
Because I'm thinking of it right? You sacrifice a creature, you deal... Yeah,
sack a creature, deal 1 damage, target creature or player.
Yeah. I was going to say, and I've played the card before, but it's been so long.
Great card.
So...
Let's see here.
In response...
That's what we're expecting. That's another bounce untap, correct?
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
There we are.
Yeah, that's the play. That's the play right there. So good.
Now, my big question is, did he do it in response to... He must not have done it in response to the trigger, because he didn't cast the creature. Even though he did show the creature.
Which is kind of odd.
Definitely kind of odd. But now we've got the Worldly Tutor going on, so he's definitely going to go fetch for some more, maybe some enchantment removal to get rid of the Goblin Bombardment.
We did see him play that Morph card last time. I mean, that's definitely not my first choice. Like, Reclamation Sage would be what I would grab.
Oh, definitely. And he probably has something like that in there. The only reason he had to go for the Morph creature last time is because of a Torpor Orb, which is not on the battlefield. So there are a lot of options at this point. But if he doesn't get an enchantment removal, I feel like that'll be a mistake.
Well, it's just like, the games that we've played against each other with Rabini and Animar. As soon as you get that Staff of Nin online and you bounce Animar and I have to play it again, I'm never going to get through again,
Yep.
It's always going to die to the Staff of Nin. Stupid Staff of Nin. So he did grab the Reclamation Sage, which is, in my opinion, the right play.
Definitely.
Can't play it this turn, of course, but...
The question is, can Edgar get around that? I mean, he really wants to keep that Goblin Bombardment online as best he can, because it really is his... I mean, it just shuts down Animar.
Yeah, it really does. And he might be able to, you don't know. Like, there are definitely some ways, like giving your permanents indestructible, or
Boros Charms, yeah.
Maybe even Teferi's Protection.
Ooh, maybe we'll see that come out.
I highly doubt it, but you never know.
It's such a good card.
It really is a good card.
Moving to combat
and
for
he's just
2.
getting in with that blood-crazed Neonate. Getting him to 13. Play Yahini, if you have it. Oh, no, that's pretty good, though. That... I can't remember the name, but it's a 2/2 with lifelink and death touch, so it's the ground version of Vampire Nighthawk.
Okay. And he also
got
rid of the Mana
Broom
Dork
Tender.
immediately.
That's pretty good.
That's a great first play. Or a great play off that.
Yes. He's got plenty of red mana this game.
Yes.
Which is really good.
But I don't see a whole lot of red cards in his hand.
So, I mean, Skylar's kind of blocked up right now because he can't even cast Animar at this point. He doesn't have the mana, and he's kind of having to divide his resources and to get rid of the Goblin Bombardment. So, I mean, that Goblin Bombardment pretty much saved Gene's butt there, really.
Well, it did work. Yes. That is for sure. Now, the big question is, can he go wide enough to counteract Animar coming out again?
One more mana, and he can play Edgar. I mean, if you think about it that way.
Because he does have 1 in hand.
Yeah. So, all he really needs to do is keep aggroing him at this point.
Get another vampire out if he can.
Yeah. He's got the chump if he needs to. If he needs to hold that blood-crazed Neonite back in a couple turns, he can. He's also got the Death Touch lifelink, which is also really good. Back to 20.
Now, on that one, I probably would have tried to trade creatures instead of block the more damage.
Well, yeah, but the Reclamation Sage only has, 1 power, right?
It has 2 power, 1 toughness.
Okay. So, yeah, you've got a good point.
Because now, let's say Edgar comes out next turn. That is going to be a world of hurt.
I think he's dead. If he comes out next turn. To be honest. Because, I mean, if you think about it, that turns that into... I think it's already got 2 counters on it, so that's that's a 4/3. That's going to be a 3/3. That's going to be... I think that's a 2/1, so that'll be a 3/2. And that'll be a 2/2 plus Edgar. That's 4. I mean, if he plays, Maybe a few blockers here, yeah, but I think he's going to go for... No, he's got a Phyrexian Metamorph. Yeah, he's going to copy that. That's a pretty good play.
The Death Toucher, okay. Yeah. It might not help him. But he doesn't have a... Gene does not have a land in hand, so...
It's true. He's top decking.
It is top deck land for Edgar. And that's a land.
Yeah, but that's a Black Cleave Caves or whatever it's called. The one that comes in tapped unless you...
Which he...
Oh, no, it's a fetch land.
It's the fetch, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Bloodstained Mire. There we go. Man, he don't care about that life loss.
Not at all. He's got the lifelink. Who cares?
He just wants to play Edgar. It's funny because we were just talking about this. Like, what if you got to play Edgar? We don't know if that's what he's going to do, but that's a pretty good play.
And yeah, and who knows if it is the best play for him. But it just looks like the right play from this point. I mean, that's just so much damage with a hasting general and...
And the crazy thing has first strike, so you don't care if he blocks it with that Phyrexian Metamorph.
Exactly, yeah.
And you honestly don't care about the rest of your team at this point, because you're just like, okay, Edgar's going to finish you off.
Well, and you lose one person? Okay, then you swing out again, and they all get +1/+1 counters again.
Yeah.
It's just...
Well, he has to chump block Edgar at that point, I think. Because, I mean, that's 5 damage. He's 11.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
He might be dead anyway.
That's true.
Regardless, so...
Edgar having haste really seals the deal, and then giving everything +1/+1 counters, that's insane. He's a pump on himself, you know, that's just crazy. So he's adding up his damage now.
He is counting up his damage, yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that one is a 2/1. And I know the other one's a 2/2, and I know the Blood Crazed Neonite is at least like a 4/3 or something now. Because it dealt damage twice. It starts as a 2/1. Yeah.
Well, and we know it has to have at least 3 toughness because the Reclamation Sage didn't kill it when it blocked.
That's true.
So.
That's a good point.
But what does Gene do?
The wonders of not being able to see all the text on the cards.
Yep.
There's
Here
Edgar.
comes Edgar.
Devastating. Punchy.
That might be game. There may be a response from Skylar that we can't see, but
he's got the 1 blue. Our phone is currently going off. It'll end here in a second. Sorry, guys. I could always just edit it out. In the YouTubes.
Oh, man.
We're learning how to edit.
Everything's done in post.
Yep.
It's all a lie. Everything's done in post.
Yeah, we're not even here. So he's going to chump block the token?
Well, that would be game for sure.
He's got to chump block the Edgar.
He has to chump block the most damage.
I don't even think that survived. I mean, because there's 3. That's 3. That's 6. That's, at that point, yeah, that's 5. Yeah, I don't think he can survive this. Well, there's lifelink. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he does have the +2.
So he has 13 life essentially, but that's 5. That's 5. Well, he's blocking that. That's 5. That's 6. So that's 11 right there. +3. Well, that's 2. So he'd be at 1.
And he has to block that creature to get the lifelink because
Yep.
Edgar has first strike.
Yep.
So.
Oof. That's devastating. I mean, he's smart to block the red creature and kill it because that's one of the only. Yeah,
All
it's
right,
just
yeah,
conceding.
that is the game.
That's the way that should go. But in other words, blocking the mono red creature would be definitely the way to go. That way, in case Animar did get out and somehow have haste and a million counters on it, at least he could swing through.
That's true. All right, we are moving to a game 3. I like how both of the ones we've been watching have gone to a game 3.
Yeah. Makes it nice when it's not just one and done and over, you know?
Yeah,
well, not
exactly.
One and done, but you know what I mean.
When it's super lopsided in one way. Yeah.
So, Edgar needs to get out there quick, and Animar needs to get out there quick. So either way, one of them needs to get out there quick.
And now I hope both of them get out there quick, and we get this massive show of craziness.
Yes, I agree. I'm curious as to how the other quarterfinals or semifinals is going. You know,
Krenko and
Krenko, and I can't remember what John was
Narset.
playing. Oh yeah, that's a pretty interesting matchup.
Krenko's got to go fast in that one.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
Something Krenko does well, but if Krenko doesn't, then you've got infinite turns to deal with.
Once Narset takes more than one turn, you're just like, well, I'm in trouble.
You're going to multiple combat phases and have multiple turns? Well, okay.
I'm probably going to scoop.
You know, I know somebody who went to a GP in Denver here playing a 1v1 deck thinking it was Paris rules and got paired against a Narset deck that was not 1v1
it was
French legal.
Yeah, it was
that was me.
Yeah, it was an interesting game that I heard about. Well, I know someone that played against the Damia deck that not only had a Mana Crypt but a Soul Ring as well.
Yeah, Soul Ring came out in mine. Yeah,
So,
that
yeah.
was
We learned the hard way that not everybody plays 1v1 French.
I guess we should say that these are French rules.
Yes, they are French rules.
You know, we didn't say that in the beginning of the first games, but
it's on the.
Oh, it is on the.
Yeah.
Never mind. We don't have to say anything. Steve thought of everything. Well,
Yep.
not of everything.
Well, to be honest, it was Eric, but.
He heard our complaints from the GP, and he knew that would be a good thing to have.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah.
Where would we be without our producer, essentially?
Dead in a ditch.
Yeah, probably.
I'm just kidding. That got dark very quickly.
Yeah, geez, Kylie.
Well, you know, they're I don't know. I was gonna try and make a Deathrite Shaman thing.
Oh, okay.
With all the bones.
So you were gonna make a joke.
I was going back to that.
You
Yeah,
were going
but
for a
I'm
yoke.
bad at jokes, so
Well,
I'm gonna.
not all the time.
That's fair.
You know, when I see some of your decks, they're pretty funny.
Oh ho ho! See, there's a quip. A quip.
Like Darian.
Oh. Well,
Eric
hey.
wouldn't be happy about that either. He's
No.
got a Darian deck as well.
We do need to Darian v Darian. I think that would be
I think
super
that would
funny.
be a lot of fun.
I'm gonna hit you for 20. All right. Well, I'm gonna take it and
Gain 40.
get
and,
20
yeah.
guys, and then okay, it's your turn.
I didn't even think about adding Anointed Procession to that deck, but my gosh.
Yeah, that was the first. As soon as I saw that card, I was like, nuts, going in.
You and Eric are both really happy, and then that new Wreckage card that we talked about in the...
The exile attacking creatures.
Let's talk about it this morning. Like, that card is going to be... Oh, yeah, I'll swing for 20 with these tokens, and I'm not even going to let you take the damage.
Well, and the big thing with it, too, is white has such a difficult time with mana. If you could get that going and clear out pretty much all the mana in your deck, and you're just drawing answers at that point,
Well,
oh my
and like I
God.
said, in a pinch, it is a way to save your butt. You know?
Definitely. Oh, yeah.
I honestly don't want to use it on anybody.
Yeah.
Because, you know, EDH is so big mana heavy that just a bad idea, really.
Definitely, yeah.
Although if you're getting rid of like an Avacyn and, you know, a
And Avacyn and
Progenitus
Ulamog
yeah.
and, yeah. Progenitus, yeah. That's a good way to get rid of Progenitus. That's a good way to get Progenitus hit, even if he's not your general, too.
That's true.
It's actually the best way. All right, looks like we are gearing up for our game 3. There's a lot of lands on Edgar's side.
Which is good. And it looks like we were taking a mulligan on the Animar side, which could be pretty devastating. But I've seen crazy things happen. I had one opponent go down to 3, and he still beat me. I'm not sure how.
The heart of the cards.
Yeah. Ready to duel! Okay, Yugi.
What can I say? I have an Egyptian god living inside me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Amonkhet's over. Those
It
jokes
is.
are bad now.
Well, you're still trying.
I'll try till the day I die.
There you go.
YOLO. 420 swag.
Oh, God.
I'm just kidding. Also,
Are you kidding? It sounded pretty serious to me.
my hat is backwards right now. You guys can't see it, but it's flat build and it's backwards.
Flat build, huh?
Right? That's what
I
the...
don't even know what that means.
It means the bill on the hat is flat. I mean, it's literally in the name. It's...
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah,
now
it
I
doesn't
think
take
about
a
it.
genius to...
Well,
Come on, Steve.
I'm not hip with the culture, okay?
What?
I play Magic.
I don't even know if they wear it backwards anymore. That seems like a 90s thing. I am a 90s child, but...
I know at one point they wore it on the side of their heads. But
That's true. That was a thing. But that was
like
maybe
the
that
80s.
was
Yeah.
maybe that was more 90s. Maybe the early 2000s is the backwards.
God, we're old.
We are old.
We're actually really not that old.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
I like how we say things and then immediately contradict
Yeah, we're good at that.
them. Our viewers are like, I don't know anything about these guys because nothing is like sane.
They're so wishy-washy. The one guy doesn't know what flat bill hats are. The other guy makes weird jokes.
YOLO 420 swag.
Yeah.
I still don't. Yeah,
Even when you say it, it doesn't sound right.
I know, right?
I'm
I
not
feel like I
even
have
sure.
to have a voice for it.
I'm not even sure how you're supposed to say it, or if you're. I don't know.
I mean, those are the words.
Are they?
Yeah, but it's like trying to say something in an accent and not getting it.
Yeah.
You know, and you're
That's a
like,
good
that
point.
accent doesn't sound right. No one's gonna no one's gonna actually trust that I know what YOLO 420 swag is because I don't say it right.
I'm pretty sure everybody's ready for this match to start, so we shut up about
Very possible.
flat build hats. And I almost called it a duck build hat.
A duck-billed hat.
Let's get back to Ugin versus Deathrite Shaman.
Yeah,
Like
all right.
what? Obviously, early game you want to have the Deathrite Shaman.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
'cause
it's
Ugin's, what,
such
7?
good advantage.
Yeah.
Early game, but obviously late game you want that Ugin, and Ugin's
gonna get rid of Deathrite Shaman, no problem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's really a toss up.
And I just got an Ugin at the GP. Actually,
Such a good card.
Yeah, great card.
My wife got me the promo one, whatever you want to call it. I can't remember exactly. It's not just promo, but whatever. Anyway, she got me with that for our 5th year anniversary, I think it was.
Oh, you guys are such the cutest couple.
Oh, thanks.
Oh no, is this a second mulligan from Animar?
I think that's a 3rd. I think he was down to 5 already. I think he's to 4 at this point. Yeah.
Oh man.
That's why we keep rambling on. And I don't see a single land in that hand.
That.
Oh no. There's a
Okay,
land.
so we've
Okay,
got a
good.
Yavimai Hollow.
Well, Edgar,
Coast. I
really,
believe.
this is your game to lose at this point.
Seriously, with all that land in hand and stuff to do, I mean. Whew.
Yeah, you might as well just start wheeling and dealing and paying life at this point.
When you know
when your opponent is that far behind,
when you know they're down to four cards.
he's just gonna get a swamp, which is probably pretty smart. I think
Yeah.
he has the red-white in his hand, so he doesn't care. So good.
Well, this may not have been the game 3 we were hoping for.
No, it's pretty much the exact opposite of what we were hoping for.
Yeah, and there's a turn 1.
That's the Skulk one too.
Gosh.
That's so good. Well, back to Ugin versus Deathrite Shaman.
Yeah, so
Let's talk about the. Well, he's got a mana dork at least.
okay,
So I mean, if
Alright.
he top decks a mountain, he can play Animar next turn.
that's true.
I don't know if that's enough, but who knows? I've seen crazier things happen. Like I said, I had that one opponent mulligan to 3, and I still lost.
Well, and that's the great thing about Magic too is you're almost never out of it.
Yeah, it's all variance.
Yeah,
All that good variance.
statistics, baby.
Whoo! Damage. First blood. Although he first blooded himself, but definitely cannot jump block,
So the Skulk Dragon or the Skulk Vampire has lifelink, huh?
which is really good as well.
Oof. And here we got the.
That card is actually really good as well. If he has 10 or less life, something triggers on it. I can't remember what it is, but you're gonna try and look it up. I don't know the name of that one. I don't.
I
know
feel like
it's-
I remember that card though.
It's from Zendikar.
Yeah, it is from the original Zendikar,
Yeah.
right?
He just played 2 vampires. Oh my gosh. I didn't even see the mono red one come out too. Like that's really good. And he did not.
And he
top
didn't get
deck
a land. He got a Skull Clamp.
Yeah, if you want to go that route.
No.
There's a mana dork though.
That's okay.
That guy taps for all 3 of his colors. So I mean, yeah, he's kind of getting there on 1 land. He's taking a little bit of damage to do it.
Yeah, but this is the fastest Edgar's gone so far.
Yeah, this is pretty. Like we said, this is Edgar's match to lose at this point. He's gonna play the Pain Land, and he's gonna play the Rakish Air.
Yeah.
Yeah. That card I do know. I might have played it first, but whatever.
He does seem to like to do things second main, which
He
is
does.
not a
It's a good way to
bad
play.
Yeah.
But I think Rakish. Oh, I think it has steal the combat damage. Never mind. No, I think it's whenever a creature does. Maybe that wasn't his plan from the get-go. Oh, that's not a Rakish Air. That's why. That's that guy that gives everything madness.
Oh, yeah.
That makes a lot of sense now.
Oh, and he's got the level up vampire out there now.
Yeah, and he's just making tokens on top of tokens.
Oh, well, Animar, Blasphemous Act maybe? I don't know, man.
I mean, he could cast it.
He could.
Will he? I don't know.
That's not even a land.
This is bad. And he's got the Ancestral Statue in his hand, too. Oh, so, yeah. This is pretty,
Well, okay, here's what he can do. He can play the Skull Clamp, hook it up to the Llanowar Werewolves, and hopefully get into a Blasphemous Act.
I mean, that's if he runs a Blasphemous Act.
That is true, which he may not run.
I know Animar is not known for running a whole lot of board wipes.
Oh, there is the Cyclonic Rift in his hand.
Yeah.
Which isn't going to help him at this point because
No.
he needs way too much mana for it.
He can bounce one thing.
There's 3, and he has to take the pain for it. It looks like he's casting Animar.
Oof. Just doesn't save him right now, though.
Yeah, I think he could very well be dead on this turn.
Any sort of,
Any bump at
Yeah.
all.
like, even if he draws,
And that's
like,
a lightning bolt.
yeah, so, oh god.
And he's just going to lightning bolt the blocker.
And then swing.
Yep.
That's not a bad play.
Is he going to level up first? Might be not a bad play.
I don't even think he needs to.
Maybe not. He also might just lightning bolt his face because he's going to get through. None of those creatures are 3 or more, right? So you're going to get more damage lightning bolting to the face. By 1. But it matters.
Well, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage on the board. So, yeah, I mean, that's definitely the right call, because then you can just finish him off.
Yeah.
Because otherwise he could, take all that damage and survive by 1. So,
Okay, so he blocks the 2.
so what are we doing with Lightning Bolt?
Yep, that's game.
Yeah. Well, that was a very compelling game. I definitely saw Edgar go off again, which is good, because that I would have never even thought.
Yeah.
This is a very fun deck to watch, and like we talked about, that's a really good 1v1 commander.
Yeah. I would not be shocked. We were talking a little bit off screen, but I would not be shocked to see Edgar now, just this glimpse, shoot to the top of 1v1 commanders.
I don't know about the top, because I think Baral has a pretty solid hold on that, just because Baral's control is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, Baral would never let this happen. That's the thing.
That's a fair point. But still, being tier 1,
Yeah.
even if you're not god tier Baral, you're still tier 1.
Yeah.
I think it'll be tough.
You remember the days of Tassiger? Oh my gosh.
Just stop. All right, well, thanks for this one. I'm going to go out and get us set up for our final match of the night.
We will see you guys in a second.